Hi, we are doing palette bingo today using these two palettes. I have done 9 bingos with Club Nebula, and I have done 3 bingos with Genesis. If you don't already know, Club Nebula is a collaboration between Kaleidos and influencer Angela Nyqvist, and Genesis is a collaboration between Midas and Drench Cosmetics. I love these two palettes to death. These are the color stories of these two palettes. The one on my left is Club Nebula and my right is Genesis. And I thought these two palettes would work perfectly together. They just look like together they would just be magical. And I have to say, after doing 3 palette bingos with them, it is just pure magic combining these two palettes. If you have not already picked up the Club Nebula palette from Kaleidos, this has been restocked once already. It sold out the first time, sold out for the restock. It is going to be restocked again on the 14th, which is 2 days from today. I'm hoping to post this video tonight, so in 2 days it'll be restocked. If I don't post this until tomorrow, then it'll be restocked tomorrow from when this is posted. So April 14th. Restock for Club Nebula. The last I checked, Genesis was sold out on Midas's website and was still available on Drench. I do not know the status of that right now. It might be completely sold out, but I would check both. Midas might have restocked, maybe not. Check both Midas's and Drench's website for the Genesis palette, because both of these palettes are absolutely worth having. They're my favorites.
Hi, hello. I just checked and the Genesis palette is available on Drench, but not on Midas.
So let's go ahead and get into the bingos. This is look 3, and following this introduction is obviously bingo number 1. Hi! I thought we would do something fun today. I wanted to do bingo with 2 palettes. So I'm going to be doing 6 shades, 3 from each palette. And I went ahead and generated some numbers. For Club Nebula, I have 11, 9, and 13. 11 is Celestial, 9 is Rock Hopper, and 13 is Samus. Okay, great. I don't know what's on my arm here. Scratches. Scratches, dog scratches. And from Genesis, we have 10, 9, and 11, 9, 10, 11. So that's gonna be Captivating, the Standard, and Blueprint. And I feel like I just did a look with those 3 just last week for fun. Okay, that's what we've got. I chose this shirt before filming this because I was for certain that no matter what look I came up with, what bingo gave me, it was gonna match it. So it does already. So let's see what we're gonna do. We've got some really dark colors. Rock Hopper is obviously not as dark as these two, but it's still dark. So, I really want to see Celestial on top of something else because it is a completely sheer shimmer. It's got a sheer base. And I think it'd be really fun to see that on top of something. So, I think I might do a really, really dark eye, like a really dark smoky eye, and put Celestial from Club Nebula and the Standard. So I'm going to do the 2 shimmers on top of Blueprint, and then figure something out with these. We're just gonna go for it. Okay, I have an idea. I'm gonna put Blueprint and Captivating. This is Blueprint, this is Captivating on the lid itself. So Blueprint on the outside, Captivating on the inside. And okay, I'm not even gonna explain. I'm just gonna explain as I go. Oh no, I completely changed my mind. We're just going. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is put Rock Hopper, this one here, on the front half of the lid. I went a little bit further than I would have. It's not exactly halfway, it's past halfway, but I'm gonna be covering that up with Captivating, that blue one anyway, and I'm gonna do that right now. There is a dark blue in Club Nebula, and I am curious about how different these two blues are. So as soon as I get this on the eye, I'm gonna swatch out Void to compare Void and Captivating. It's another dark and stormy look. It almost feels like cheating to put Captivating next to Raw Copper because there's already a navy in that palette. Okay, so now let's swatch out Void. So this is Void from Club Nebula. This right here is Captivating. So I'm just gonna put this right here to compare the two. To you, it's not gonna look different. I know, on camera, it doesn't really look like they're different at all. They are slightly different. Different enough. This is definitely more of a charcoaly blue, if that makes sense. It doesn't have like any brightness to it, whereas this one, Captivating, has a little more brightness. It's more like a royal blue, and this is more like a deep navy. They're both navy, they're just slightly different. I think I'm gonna put Blueprint, that black one, on the lower lash line. There is not a matte black in the Club Nebula palette, so I really feel like these two palettes would be really good companions. Yeah, of course we're going grungy. I feel like no matter what I do, I end up with a grungy eye. It's just my thing. I think I will lighten up that black though with Celestial, that really nice sheer shimmer from Club Nebula. And I'm just deepening up this outer part with Blueprint. We're dark. We are a dark eye. So now what I really want to do is use Samus and just see how this looks in the crease. So I'm going in with Samus in the crease. Samus definitely deserves its time to shine. This isn't it because it just simply cannot compete with these darker colors. So Samus would probably be best used, as a cut crease or on a different part of the eye that isn't just straight smack up against a dark color. I'm gonna do the same thing underneath that black to buff that out. I'll make sure we get a good blend here. I went a little nuts with the blush today because I'm trying out these new blushes from Metamorphosis, which is another small indie brand. So Samus is just kind of disappearing into the blush, which is fine. I should have probably anticipated that. Okay, so now we're gonna play with the shimmers. I'm gonna spray my brush and get Celestial, which is this really nice, that peachy shimmer. And I'm gonna put that on the lower lash line. Literally nothing is happening, so I'm gonna use my finger. I just really wanted to see what this looked like on top of a dark color that wasn't already in the Club Nebula palette. So this was a risk. Hopefully it'll work out. The thing with black is that it can get everywhere. And I'm starting to feel like this might be looking like a hot mess. So I'm gonna try to clean up around the edges here again with Samus, which is that peachy color. That black is just really, really trying to steal the show here. And just because I have overcompensated under the eye, I'm gonna put Samus up here and just make it a little peachier. An under the brow kind of shimmer person, but I feel like there needs to be something that breaks it up and really defines the brow and the peach, especially since we got blush going on. So I'm gonna put Celestial, that shimmer, just under the brow here. I still have one shade left. I usually max out at 5, but I wanted to do an even number from each palette, so I had to do 6. I thought 4 wasn't enough, to do total 2 from each palette. So I chose 6, and now I've got this one left, and I'm not really sure exactly what I want to do with it. I'm concerned since it is so dark. It is a shimmer. It is not a completely sheer base. It's the standard, which is this one here. I'm afraid it's going to cover up either one or both of these matte shades. So I'm a little concerned. I'm gonna start by putting it on just as close to the lash line as I can. And if it's not covering anything up, I might do a little more with it. And I'm just gonna pat, not rub. Really, it just makes it look wet. That's nice. Okay, not bad. I'm gonna just see how same this looks on the inner corner here because this has gotten kind of dark. Yeah, okay, we're dark and stormy and moody and ready to go to a Nirvana concert. Well, I am going to finish off with highlighter, lips, liner, mascara, and I'll be back with a final look. I know what you're saying to yourself right now, but it's spring. It's time for pastels. I can't wear something dark and moody, or, ooh, those eyes and lips are too dark. It's not wearable. I can't wear that. Yes, you can, and yes, you can. Number one, you can wear whatever you want. You do not have to go with the seasonal trends or whatever you're seeing on social media. Do you really want to look like everyone else you're seeing in your newsfeed? I mean, come on. And who cares what season it is? If you want to look dark and moody, you are dark and moody any time of year, right? Anyway, so I do really like this. I am, however, curious about other looks that I can create with these 2 palettes. So this is going to be another 3 bingo video. I'm going to do 2 more. So this is the color story that I used with these 2 palettes, Genesis and Club Nebula. I did use Celestial here, which you can't even see. It's there though, I promise. I used that as the highlighter because it is multi-purpose, why not? And I went with the dark lip because also, why not? Makeup is supposed to be fun. Do whatever comes to you. Do what feels right. Okay, so since I decided to do 2 more looks, let's go ahead and move on to the second bingo using Club Nebula and Genesis. Okay, we are back with the second bingo of these 2 palettes, Club Nebula and Genesis. So I generated some numbers again. For Club Nebula, we have 8, 10, and 6. And for Genesis, we have 1, 7, and 13. Oh, cool. Okay. So for Club Nebula, 8 is Astro, 10 is Cylon, and 6 is You're My Only Hope. In Genesis, we have Magical, which is 1, Daring, which is 7, and 13, which is Loved. Okay, cool. Pretty, we've got 3 shimmers and 3 mattes. I like this color story, it's different. It's so different. All right. This one right here, Daring. This one is my absolute favorite in the Genesis palette. I am obsessed with this one. So here's what I'm thinking. Front half of the lid, back half of the lid, crease. On top of the front half of the lid, on top of the back half of the lid, inner corner. We'll see. Magical going on the front half. I like that this color story is a mix between warm and cool tones. I'm interested to see how it's going to turn out. Got Magical down. I'm going to get Loved down, which is that teal color. This one is going on the back half of the lid. I'm really liking these 2 colors together. I remember Cylon being pretty pigmented, so I'm just going to use a little fluffy blender brush to get that in the crease. Accidentally dipped into raw copper, so I have to get that off. Cylon. Okay, I'm here for this. I'm here for this color story. Cool, look at that. Huh, cool, very pretty. Okay, fun. Silent does get a lot deeper, but I really didn't want to go too deep with this in this look, so I went a little bit light. Okay, we get to play with shimmers. We got 3 mattes down, so 3 shimmers left. Yes, I'm excited. I fucking love this one. But honestly, these 2 from Club Nebula are so fucking pretty too. Cool. All right, let's do it. So Astro, I'm gonna put that just right on top of Loved, which is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Look at that. Astro has a sheer base for the most part. Kind of. I mean, it's sheer enough to where it can go over a dark color and you can still see the color underneath. That's crazy pretty. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah. All right. Pretty. Now Daring, I'm gonna put this right on top of Magical here. This is that really pretty shimmer that has both warm and cool tone sparkles in it. So this will tie the whole thing together probably. Since Daring going over Magical pretty much took all of that warm caramelly tone away, I'm going to just, with that little blender brush, dip into this tiny bit and go on the lower lash line to bring that tone back in. Yeah, I just brought that warmth back a little bit. So one more shimmer. You're My Only Hope is going to be going in the inner corner. This one here. It is blinding. Blinding inner corner highlight. So that is it. This was so fast. Since we're here, I want to compare this one, which is Loved in the Genesis palette. This is this really pretty teal color. I want to compare that with Queen of Blades, which is the one directly below Loved. I can already tell Queen of Blades is darker. I just want to see them swatched next to each other. Yeah, okay. This is much, much darker than this one. So great difference there. Both are wonderful. All right, cool. So I'm gonna finish this look and be right back. Okay, here's the final look. I decided just to go with a peachy lip and I used Cuff Your Pearls Self-Care on the lip. I feel like I look really glowy and bright. I know I've got a little bit of dark on the lid, but it's pretty light and bright compared to what I've been doing. So I think this is really nice. I really like this look from these 2 palettes. I did the same thing I did for the last look, which was to use one of the shimmers in this look as a highlight on my face. So I used You're My Only Hope, which is this blinding highlight shimmer on my face as a highlight. So I'm super glowy. Okay, one more bingo with these palettes. Let's do it. Okay, this is our third bingo, third and final of using these 2 palettes, Club Nebula and Genesis. So the numbers that I generated today were for Club Nebula, 14, 2, and 1, Genesis, 6, 8, and 4. 14 is Nebula, 2 is 7 of 9, and 1 is Firefly. That barely showed up. Oh, it's there. Ooh, Nebula didn't show up. It's a really pretty, very, very sheer-based shimmer. 6 is Melaninaire, 8 is Unbothered, and 4 is Excellent. So that is our color story today. 3 mattes, 3 shimmers. I think I'm gonna use these 3 on the lid, this in the crease, and then do something with the shimmers. First thing I'm gonna do is put Excellent on the front half of the lid. I say half, but really front third. Now I'm gonna put 7 of 9 on the back third of the lid. It's really gonna be half and half. I'm gonna put that blue shimmer right in the middle. So I am gonna meet this purple and teal together and just slap that blue shimmer right in between them. But can we talk about this for a minute? I'm loving this. Cool, excellent. Now I'm gonna put Unbothered, that blue, that nice royal blue shimmer right in the middle here. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. I noticed this when I was doing bingo with just the Genesis palette. I did hit hard pan on this, which is very sad. I don't really know what to do about it. It's obviously still picking up on my finger, so I'm able to get the shadow on my finger and on my eye. It just is taking a little bit more effort. Well, I am excited already. Melon and Air in the crease. That's not the right palette. Melon and Air I'm putting in the crease, and I'm gonna go light. I'm gonna put Excellent and 7 of 9 on the lower lash line also, but I'm going to put the shimmers on top of them right after I do. I love this. Okay, Nebula and Firefly are what are left. Nebula is gonna go right on top of Excellent on the lower lash line. Ooh. And to be fair, I've also hit hard pan on Nebula. And now we're doing Firefly on the outer half of the lower lash line. And this is super flaky. Okay, cool. That is the look. I'm gonna finish up. I'm gonna finish up with liner, mascara, blush, bronzer, lips, all that. You know what I'm gonna do. And I'll be right back. And this is the final look. I was gonna put my hair down and change my shirt, but I really dig what's going on. So I'm just gonna leave the house like this. So that is it for palette bingo using Club Nebula and Genesis. These guys. Of course it would work out. These two palettes are incredible and they are similar in vibe with just different shades. So of course these two are gonna go together like magic. Another reminder, Club Nebula will be restocked in 2 days. So if you haven't already picked this amazing palette up, 2 days from now, which is, today's the 12th. So this restocks on the 14th. I am hoping to get this uploaded tonight. If I don't, it'll be uploaded tomorrow. So that would mean that this will be restocked tomorrow. So either tomorrow or in 2 days, the 14th. But that does it for palette bingo using these two palettes. This is really fun. I will be back for some more videos. I just got a ton of stuff delivered to me just in the last few days. I got my second vaccine a few days ago and have just kind of been out of commission, not doing makeup, not doing much of anything at all. So I have some stuff that's piled up and I am super excited because I've got all this stuff that's just waiting to be used. I'm gonna be filming those and posting those shortly. So if you haven't already subscribed and hit notifications, and you want to, go ahead and do that. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing these two palettes work together and I will catch you for the next video. Bye.